You are listening to The Vocal Technologist. Spoken tech for your ears.
Welcome. Today we're really getting into the thick of it with artificial intelligence. So much is happening, seemingly all at once. Our goal here is to sift through some of the key headlines, the recent analysis, and pull out what you really need to know.
Absolutely. It's like trying to capture lightning in a bottle, isn't
Yeah.
it? These sources, they give us a snapshot, but the picture changes so fast. Breakthroughs, strategy shifts, even surprise roadblocks popping up constantly. So yeah, having a handle on the main currents is, well, pretty essential right now.
Definitely. And speaking of chefs, let's start right at the top. Leadership. Ilya Sutskever, OpenAI co-founder, he's now CEO of Safe Superintelligence. And this is interesting timing, right after Meta hired Daniel Gross, who was connected to that same group.
And Sutskever saying he wants to keep it independent. Even while Meta is building out its own huge AI labs, it points to some complex dynamics, maybe even rivalries shaping up.
It really does. And that connects to the hardware, doesn't it? The actual engines driving all this.
Exactly. Like CoreWeave. They've just become the first cloud provider rolling out Nvidia's next-gen Blackwell Ultra chips. And these are in Dell systems, packed with, 72 GPUs and 36 CPUs, all liquid-cooled, assembled in the U.S. It's a massive hardware push.
Wow. So it's not just about the thinkers, but who controls the plumbing, the foundational tech.
Precisely. It's a full-stack race, you could say. Leadership, ideas, and the sheer compute power.
Okay, so from that big picture, let's zoom in a bit. Meta again, with something called Project Omni. What's going on there?
Yeah. So reports suggest they're training AI chatbots, maybe to send follow-up messages without you prompting them again.
Unprompted follow-ups, how would that work?
Well, the idea seems to be about keeping you engaged, user retention, and you can customize these bots with their AI Studio tool. But, and this is key, they're saying it only happens if you started the conversation first, so it's not totally out of the blue, supposedly.
Okay, so a nudge rather than a cold call, maybe. Interesting tactic for engagement.
But while Meta's pushing that, look at Google. A totally different kind of signal with their Gemini 2.5 Flash model.
What's happening there?
Prices are going up for the first time, really, with a major model like this. Input token cost doubled, output cost more than quadrupled.
Doubled and quadrupled. That's huge. We've always assumed AI costs would just keep falling.
Exactly. Some people are even calling it the end of Moore's law for AI costs.
No.
It fundamentally challenges that assumption of ever cheaper intelligence.
So what does that mean then, if it's not getting cheaper?
Well, it throws a big question mark over things, doesn't it? Does innovation slow down? Does it favor the big players with deep pockets even more? Or maybe it forces a big push towards, much more efficient models that do more with less. It's a real turning point, potentially.
A really critical point to watch. Okay, let's shift to the practical side. How are people actually building with AI right now? Devon's creators, for instance.
Right, the coding agent guys. They're talking about defensive prompting. Basically, telling the AI how to solve the problem, not just what the problem is.
Like giving it a strategy.
Kind of, yeah. And they found the sweet spot seems to be tasks that take like 1 to 6 hours. That's where the AI gives the best ROI. And interestingly, senior engineers, they pick these tools up fastest, probably because they already know how to break down complex tasks effectively.
That makes sense. You need to know the structure to guide the AI properly.
And alongside prompting, there's context engineering. LangChain has guides on this. It's becoming a whole discipline in building capable agents. We're also seeing progress in reinforcement learning, RL for LLMs. People are comparing open source tools like TRL and Virl to figure out the best ways to apply it.
And RL is actually improving things, like specific tasks.
Oh, definitely. Take code merging. There's a model, Osmosis Apply 1.7b, trained with RL. It's apparently outperforming much bigger models like OpenAI's R3 on that specific job, and it costs less to run.
Wow. Specialized, efficient models winning out. And I heard something about combining models too.
Yeah, inference time scaling. Basically, you can sort of chain different models together, like a 4 Mini, Gemini 2.5 Pro, DeepSeek R1, and the combination can do better than any single one alone.
That's clever. Plus, people can now run things like Gemma 3N locally, right, on their own machines.
Exactly. And fine-tune them, too. That's huge for making powerful AI more accessible, letting more people experiment without needing, massive server farms.
Okay, so lots of progress on the building side. But what about the wider impact? How's AI changing, say, how we get information?
Well, it's a mixed bag. ChatGPT is sending more traffic to news sites. Refills are way up, like 212% between early 24 and mid 25.
That sounds good for news outlets.
You'd think so. but it's not actually enough to make up for the traffic they're losing from traditional search. And get this, since Google launched its AI overviews, the number of news searches that result in no click to a website has jumped from about 56% to nearly 69%.
69%. So people are getting answers from the AI summary and just stopping there.
Seems like it. Which really hits the value of traditional SEO, right? It
Yeah.
forces publishers to think differently. Maybe focus on unique content. AI can't just summarize easily. It's shaking up digital media.
A massive shakeup. And what about regulation? The EU AI Act keeps coming up.
Yeah, there's pushback. Around 45 European companies, including Google, Meta, Mistral, are actually asking for a 2-year clock stop, a pause.
A 2-year pause. Why?
They're saying key guidance documents are missing, and there's too much uncertainty about how to actually comply before the main rules take effect. It highlights the difficulty in regulating such a fast-moving tech.
Yeah, the gap between legislation and implementation. And just one more weird market thing. Meta offering to buy stakes in VC funds run by people they just hired.
Right, Nat Friedman and Daniel Gross. It's unusual. A very unique kind of liquidity offer in the venture world tied directly to hiring key AI talent. Shows how intense the competition for people is.
Okay, what a tour. We've covered leadership changes, fundamental cost shifts, new ways of building AI, and these big societal ripple effects. It's a lot.
It really is. And it leaves us with a big question, doesn't it? If that historical trend of AI getting cheaper and cheaper might be ending, and we see AI becoming more proactive, like with those Meta chatbots, and add in all the regulatory complexities we just touched on, how do you think AI development, how we use it and how we govern it, might fundamentally change in the next, say, 2 or 3 years? Something to really chew on.
You've been listening to The Vocal Technologist. Tune in next time.